Before I get into the review, I want to invite you to stick around till the end of the video, where I'm going to have a bonus tip that could help you get the most out of your over-the-air TV antenna. What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk about cable cutting. I myself have been a cable cutter for about 10 years now, and I haven't looked back. And I'm always trying out new devices that can make my cable cutting experience a little bit better. This is my 3-month review of the AirTV Classic. I got a deal on this device through Sling TV. Basically, if I signed up for 3 months of Sling TV service, they sent me an AirTV box for free. Is it any good? Well, it's a mixed bag, and I'm going to get into a really deep dive and talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and get into what I really like and don't like about the device. So what is it, and why would you want to use it? It's basically a box that pulls your TV antenna feed and turns it into an IP-capable stream that you can then view over Roku players, Fire Sticks, other Android TV boxes. The reason I want to use it is because I don't want to run coaxial cable all over my house from one antenna to all of the TVs in the different rooms throughout my house. However, I am that guy who did run an Ethernet cable to every bedroom and living room in my house. So the infrastructure is already there for me to use this. This is the perfect device for me to get that antenna signal throughout my house to those different boxes. There are a couple of things that you'll need before you get started. You'll need an antenna. Mine came with an RCA flat panel and booster, but this antenna just isn't strong enough because I live too far out in the country. If you live in the city or otherwise close to TV broadcast towers, this flat panel antenna should be okay. If you're wondering what I use, here it is. It's this El Cheapo that I got from eBay. The price was under $25, and I can pull in signals around 55 miles away, as the crow flies. You will also need a home network to set up the AirTV. If you want to set it up in Sling, you'll need an internet connection. But if you want to just use the AirTV app in your home, a simple LAN will be fine. I'll cover the details of that later in this video. Alright, let's get into this thing. Hooking it up is very simple. Screw in your coaxial cable, plug in your power, and plug in your Ethernet cable. When you're all done, it should look like this. Now plug your power adapter into an outlet to power the device on. If everything's working properly, you should see lights on the front of the box. Alright, let's set this up. I'm going to set it up in the Sling app on my Amazon Fire Stick. I guess I'm not going to do that through the Fire Stick because you need to have a mobile device with the Sling app to set this up. Okay, so this is my first annoyance with the AirTV. I can't set it up on the device that I'm actually going to watch it on. I have to introduce another device that I am never going to use this service with to basically set the thing up. It's just another device in the mix to send our information to the overlords. Fair enough, it looks like I have no alternative but to play your games. I'll set it up on the iPad. Or will I? Unfortunately, I have an iPad 4, and I can't update to the latest version of iOS that will actually run Sling TV. Alright, let's head over to the cell phone. When you have a mobile device that has the compatible Sling TV app, setup is pretty straightforward. Hit the hamburger menu on the top left, then tap on over-the-air channels, and at the bottom, tap on Setup AirTV. So at this point we're getting into the part where your phone is going to start scanning the network and looking for the AirTV. This part takes forever because after it finds it, it's going to go through potentially an update process. It takes a long time, so I'm going to speed up the video here so as not to bore you. After that very long process has completed, enter a name for your AirTV, tap Continue, and then you should be ready to start scanning for channels. And there it is, I'm getting my live feed on mobile. Time to go back to the Fire Stick and check it out there. Well, I see local TV station call letters here, so that's a good sign.
FDA registered as a 510K medical device. That makes Teeter the name to trust.
The teeter was so
This feed looks pretty good to me. It's steady and not choppy, and the audio sounds good and is in sync.
Just raising your arms and pulling it forward, and all of a sudden you're just...
So to be thorough, I took my phone out and about to test the video feed on a mobile data network. it actually played back pretty well. I have noticed a bit of stutter whenever you start a stream, and the better your internet connection is, the quicker it evens out as the feed buffers. So there's one more test for me to try out, and that is inserting a USB stick into the back of the device to set up DVR. Unfortunately, I don't have a very big USB drive to work with right now, so I'm going to try this 16 gig Sand Cruiser that I've got. And as we can see here, it's just not going to be big enough to work. After a little bit of scrambling, I rustled up a 64 gig stick. I inserted it into the back, and it allowed me to format the drive. Unfortunately, that drive isn't fast enough, and the AirTV uses a proprietary format system. So if you're a dummy like me and you need to restore your drive, I plugged it back into a Windows machine, and I used Mini-Tool Partition Wizard to format the drive back to something that Windows can read. I deleted all the partitions off of the drive, then I created a new FAT32 partition on that drive. That way I'll be able to use that drive when I need it again. The lesson here is check the specs for the hard drives listed on the AirTV website before you format it for this device. To make sure I got all of my bases covered, I reset the AirTV box, and now I want to set it up for just the AirTV app. This you actually can do with the iPad, and it's a very similar setup as in regards to what's done in the Sling TV app. Some of you are probably wondering, does it work without an internet connection over LAN? Yes, actually. I pulled the internet connection on my router, and I opened YouTube to verify that I don't actually have a connection. This is on my Xiaomi Mi box in my living room. Check it out. No internet connection whatsoever, and it's playing over LAN. Pretty cool. I would like to point out that I only tested these antenna channels on the Amazon Fire Stick, the Xiaomi Mi box, and my phone, a Galaxy S7 Edge. I did not attempt to view these feeds with any of those cheap Chinese eBay Android TV boxes, because I can never even get Sling to play any feeds at all on any of the 3 El Cheapo boxes that I own. I've learned the hard way to stay away from those devices. In my personal experiences, it's just been me throwing my money away with those things. Use at your own risk. Also, on a side note, the antenna channels do not appear when watching through a web browser on a PC. They also don't show up in the Sling app that you can download through the Windows Marketplace. I mentioned that I got my AirTV Classic through a promotional deal with Sling TV. Currently, Sling is no longer running this deal. However, you can visit sling.com/deals to see what kind of promotions are currently available. If you're considering signing up for Sling TV, you might as well get some promotional tech out of it. But if you want the AirTV Classic specifically, the retail price is around $80. You can get it over at airtv.net/products. You also have the option of shopping around on Amazon and eBay. AirTV has also recently released the AirTV Mini. It's a 4K media streaming stick. It has the Play Store and Chromecast built in. I speculate that the Mini is running some variant of Android TV, which is a very solid set-top box OS. However, I can't speak with any certainty on this device, as I don't own one, and I have no hands-on experience with it. Everything I'm saying here about the Mini is merely speculation. So what is my overall opinion of the AirTV box? Well, honestly, I don't use it much. I find that I just don't watch much antenna TV. If this is something that you do and you need in every room, this would be a great solution for that. But it's just not there for me. Will I keep Sling TV? For now, yeah. They've sold me on the service. If money gets tight, it's going to be the first thing to go. Now for that bonus tip I was talking about back in the beginning of the video. Sometimes it can be really difficult figuring out which direction you should point your antenna. Maybe you want to pick up a specific station, but you just can't figure out where that station would lie in regards to your antenna. There's an app called Antenna Point, and it takes all of the guesswork out of where you should be pointing your antenna. It's available for Android and iOS, and it's extremely easy to use. If you'd like to see more cord cutting videos, let me know in the comments below. And if this video was useful for you, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button below. It really helps the channel grow. That's it for now, and I'll see you next time.